All right, head coach Brian Green. Cougs opened a series win over LIU in Arizona with a 10-0 win. Coach, it started with Grant Taylor, your starting pitcher, bounced back after a tough opening day start, but he bounces back with 6 shutout innings. What did you see from Grant Taylor?
Yeah, he was really good. He did a great job, and he put a lot on himself in Hawaii, and it was tough for him to compete. And hopefully he learned from that. But baseball's a hard game. We're not always going to have success. But Grant really responded. I was really happy for him because he came back with something to prove, and fastball command was really good. He was ahead of a lot of hitters. He had 2 pitches working, maybe 2.5, but what he really had was his fastball, and he was getting ahead. And really cool thing. I think he had 2 or 3 3-ball counts, in fact 3-0 counts, and came back to get the guys out, just pumping fastballs. But he did a really good job. He had that going today, and happy for him.
Defensively, saw a couple nice double plays up the middle, and then Highland Hall ran down some balls in center field, but also Montez made a nice catch on the run. What did you see from your defense today?
Yeah, that Montez catch was a huge play of the game. It was still a tight game, and there's a runner on the double down the line off the bat, it looks like, and Colin was playing a little bit of slight pull and got a great jump on it. I mean, he made a great play down the line here, or that's a run and an extra base hit. Highland ran some balls down. Huge outfield here. Extremely difficult to hit the ball into the gap, so you've got to cover some ground in the outfield. Infield defense was really solid. Our catching was fairly solid. Everything was just pretty good. I know there's an error, a 0 column on the board, but great defense, great pitching, and I think that really enabled our hitting to relax a little bit. I mean, that's 5 games in a row now where we're pitching and playing in defense. I know statistically we're not where we are defensively, but all in all, we've been playing really good defense throughout the season.
And finally, you mentioned it kind of challenged your offense after the Hawaii weekend. What did you see from your offense? A lot of good clutch 2-out hits today, and it was Justin Vandenbrake and Jake Meyer in the middle of it again.
Yeah, at Hawaii, we were playing with a piano on our shoulders most of the time, and I think we're 8 for 42 runners in scoring position, and we were really lacking at executing runner at third less than 2, and those are just things that where you put too much pressure on yourself, and it was nice to see us relax. But I really think our defense and Grant enabled our hitting to have some confidence. You don't have to be perfect at the plate. It's time for our guys to start trusting each other. We're 5 games in. It is a hard game, but had a lot of barrels today, a lot of middle of the field contact. I think our ratio is 1-to-1 with some HPP, so we're on the plus side for the first time all year. But just good to see some hard contact, good to see middle of the field, opposite field hitting. We'll go back to work tomorrow and see if we can come out with another good outing all the way around.
All right, Cougs opened a series against LIU with a 10-0 win in Arizona. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Bobby.